good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever it is in your country. Don't let nobody tell you that you are a real deal. Okay, let's talk, y'all. A complicated mind don't know how far to go. A complicated mind don't know how far to go. Talking about that because there are people out here in this world is considered as complicated people. That's all they do. They keep everything complicated. They keep everything complicated. They even keep things complicated toward themselves. They keep it ain't nothing you can do about it. It ain't nothing you can do about it. They are just complicated people. That's their thing. It's their ego. It's their ego. Just complicated. Every time you turn around, they being so complicated. They complicated at home. They complicated on the workforce. They complicated when they don't understand. They're just complicated people. And ain't nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Because that is the way those type of people are. They'll make their life so complicated. Their life is so complicated until they'll have you thinking and being complicated when it's not you. It's them. It's them. It's not you. It's not you being complicated. It's them. They don't even realize themselves that they are complicated. And they see for a fact that you are trying to walk in the right path, or either you trying to work in the right path, or either you trying to do something in the right path, and they continue to be complicated, doing things the way they do it because that's the kind of person they are. That's the kind of person they are. You can show this person or tell this person, hey man, if you do it this way, da da dee da. You can do it this way, da da dee da. Either let's work it out together. Let's do it, da da dee da. That person not understanding what you're talking about. person understands what you're talking about. They just want to be complicated. They even want the relationship complicated. That's what they want to do. You chilling in the relationship. You don't argue. You don't do nothing. You just try to make everything right. You know. And this person I just don't understand you. You just like for everything to be complicated. What can you do with a mind that is a complicated mind that makes complicated decisions? What do you do in a situation with a complicated mind that make complicated decisions? Now what you need to do is tell why are you being so complicated? Why are you being so complicated? Why? This morning, why are you being so complicated? It just told you how things should be. If we do it this way or do it that way, and you're not understanding what the problem is. You don't understand it the way you're trying to do things and trying to work out things. It's complicated. You want to understand because you don't want everything to run smoothly. You don't want everything to run smoothly. You want it to be complicated. And nobody got to agree with you. And nobody got to understand you. Ain't nobody got to do it that way. Why I got to do it that way? Why do I have to do it your complicated way? Why do the pattern has to be complicated the way you want it to be? Now you don't want to be bothered with the person because they made it so easy while you made something so complicated. They avoid traffic due to the complication and the time consuming, trying to get you to your appointment. But now you don't want to do it that way. You want to do it your way. I don't understand. And sometimes, y'all, I'm going to tell you something. It's the way your deliverance can make, sometimes your deliverance can make everything complicated. Maybe it's your deliverance. Not understanding what the person said. Your deliverance is what makes things so complicated. The way you stood up there and said what you said. And they like, God, I ain't gonna do it that way. That way right there, man. That way right there. It's weird. Why are you making things so complicated? Sometimes we as people have to get used to doing something another way. Y'all don't come addicted to doing things your way. Maybe you should try another way. Try something different. You don't want that way out being complicated until you need to make some changes. You need to stop doing it that way. And stop being so complicated. Gosh. You like that at home. You like that at work. You like that at the grocery store. You like that at the gas pump. Have you ever thought about stop for a minute? It could be you being so complicated. That person didn't even say nothing wrong, and you took it the wrong way just because you didn't want to do it their way. I don't understand that. Sometimes you got to listen to your children, your kids, your grown people, your grown kids, your young kids, and listen to what they saying, mama. Listen to what they saying, daddy. They weren't trying to be mean. They were trying to deliver a message that's the way they express themselves. But guess what? Y'all saying the same thing. Y'all are saying the same thing and don't even realize it until a person come in and listen to what y'all saying. Y'all are saying the same thing. Y'all are saying, y'all making the same noise. Y'all are saying the same thing. So both of y'all right. I understand both of y'all. I understand. It be so funny to me sometimes. I can understand what you saying, what he's saying, and what they saying. And all it take people to do is put their stubbornness on the side for a second and listen. And listen. And then if you listen to what the person would try, how the person tried to express the situation, and then you can make out what they are saying. Don't nobody want to argue. And some people just say something just to be complicated. They say things at you knowing they being complicated. See, you gotta understand that old devil too, that devil like to distract what you saying. That devil know what you were saying. That devil know exactly what you were saying. But that devil trying to be complicated. They know they make you saying something stupid. They know they saying something hateful. They know what they saying. They know what they said to you. Yes, they do. They know what they said is going to upset you. So that's why they said it. They know it was wrong. If y'all keep letting people get to y'all, they know they know what they know what is what to be complicated. Now, you got a bill, and you have to understand when you sit down, you know that bill. Hey, baby, that bill needs to be paid. You know that bill got to be paid. That bill supposed to be paid every month, monthly. Now you got a bill that you really need to get it taken care of. You got to take care of this particular bill. So what you need to do, sit down today. Got to. You got to sit down today and hold on, y'all. Let me pause. You got to sit down today and call them people. And make arrangement where they can take what you need for them to take out just to pay that bill. Because you the only one know. You the only one know how much you can spend. You the only one to know how much you can pay them. You know, you ain't trying to be funny. You know what's in your pocket. You know how you have to spend. You know how you have to spend your money. You know you got to spend that money without being complicated. Without being complicated. You know. Hold on, y'all. I mean, that light that like that. So I figured it was gonna do that. I knew it was gonna do that. I don't know why I put it up there like that, but I'm trying to keep from being in this particular light right here. Trying to be out of this light. Your husband said your husband told you, baby, go ahead, I'm gonna give you the money right here. Go ahead on there and doing what they supposed to do. Give you the money and they supposed to pay this bill. Well, they want you to pay this bill. They gave you the money. Your husband gave you the money. You just talked to him last night. Your husband gave you the money. Told you him, baby. Make sure you pay that money. Take that money and pay that bill. Okay, sweetie. You dab. You dip and you dab that money. Okay? You dip and you dab out that money. You know that man ain't gonna get paid till next month. You know he ain't gonna be happy. So to keep from being complicated, he gave you the money that you asked for to pay this bill. Okay, but that's not what you did. That's not what you did. That's not what you did. You spent the money thinking you gonna put it back in time, and the money bill supposed to be paid. So by you dipping and dabbing, you don't dab and dip too much. To you ain't, now you don't spend the money. And knowing how your husband pocket is, cause he got to pay this bill right here. Let me tell you something about being complicated. Stop being complicated in the relationship and the way you do things. Just I'm looking, I'm listening. I'm looking and I'm listening. I'm doing more listening than I am looking. But the only reason why I'm looking is because I know it's about to turn off to a time bomb. Somebody about to come out. Somebody about to explode in a minute. Oh boy, that's the first thing I say. I'm in the line behind the person. Oh boy, here we go. Not listen to the one word that the person is saying that you need to do, and y'all both standing there saying the same thing. And you need to shit, and you can't say nothing. The only thing you doing is looking. You know something about to happen. See, that's what I'm saying. Everything that we do in life has a sign, has a mirror, has a vision, has an awareness, alertness that let us know, uh-oh, it's time to go. Just come out the line. Just come out the line. I know you need that. Just leave that basket where it is and move. I know that don't make sense. But you ain't gonna get nothing accomplished if they get into it. If they get in a complicated situation and have to da 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 da, y'all gonna have to get out of that line anyway and go to another line. It's just like driving to work. This lane is so congested than this lane over here. But one thing about this lane over here that's not congested, it's gonna be congested up the road somewhere, and this lane right here gonna start moving. And then when you be like, then you go to the third lane. Then you get back over here and in the first lane, then you go to the second lane because things have been complicated. So what you gonna do is ride in this lane right here. It's not congested anymore. Then when you get up there, you're looking. Why was it? Where was what? Why was the traffic? What in the world was going on? What in the world happened? And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Just because you are going through something, y'all gotta realize that you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know. You don't know what mentally what a person is going through. But they are giving you, sending a message to you. And just because you don't care doesn't mean I don't care. I care. I care about this person walking ahead of me mad. A mad person scares me because I don't know what they are thinking, what they are capable of doing, because they're upset. And then here you go, you step in and you make it even worse. Then you say something complicated. And I was like, I want to tell this person something, something to make this person understand is you are right what you're doing. You're right what you're saying. But look, you don't want to do it this way due to the fact that you can get locked up. That's yes, you do care. But you don't deserve to be locked up. I understand what you're saying. But is it worth it? Sometimes y'all need to let people send a message to a person who is heated in a positive, meaningful way. Being upset. Don't make them feel bad. Make them start out, make that person right. They are right. They are right. But consequences behind your action is what's going to do it. The consequences of your action, what you're about to say and about to do, is going to cause you a complicated life at this moment. So, the situation came to a point to where this man and his son, the man was so upset, had a little boy with him, and he was ready to attack the bus driver. So I'm listening. I'm looking and I'm listening. And I saw him do something that did nobody pay attention but me. He walked up there to that door over there and he rung the bell. I knew wasn't nobody in there. I knew they don't be there till 7. But the school bus was right there. Just came in. So I'm here, I'm listening. I'm up here on the corner on my post and I'm listening. The bus pulled up with a bunch of kids and a bus driver. And so I'm not being not the fact. I'm gonna say I've been alert and aware, alertness, cause I don't want nothing to pop off on me, and I'm right here on this corner. So I heard the man yell. By being a man, I understand. I understand. He angry. He's an angry man right now because of what happened on the bus yesterday. And he knocked on the bus. The lady opened the door. I don't know what the driver's saying to the man, but I can hear the children yelling and excited and screaming. And the dad went off on the bus driver. So I'm looking. No, minding, supposed to be minding my business up here on the corner. The little boy went to jumping up and down. His son. And I heard the dad like he about to do something to the female driver. So I like, oh boy. I said, oh boy. I'm gonna make it short though. I'm about to make it short though. I ain't gonna make it long. It don't matter, y'all. It don't matter how long the story is. It doesn't matter. If you're impatient, you just don't need to listen. That's our problem now, is being impatient. So, boy, I heard that man upset. And I said, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I said, excuse me, sir. Just in a few minutes, the school will be open. The principal, they probably don't get here about 7 o'clock, 7:15. They'll be here about 7 o'clock. See, in a tone of voice. See how the tone of voice I'm giving him, because and you know, he was so uphill. He was heated. And then I said, just calm down. Just calm down, Daddy. But now this lady, I'm about to. And I said, well, you know what you need to do? You get yourself into some trouble. And your son needs you. If you go on and you talking about what you gonna do to this child, if you go in there and put your hand on any child on that bus, you're gonna go to jail. And your son needs you more out here than you do. And now then his friend was like, man, she right. But it's a lot of people that are so complicated. They want to see you in trouble. They want to see you complicated. So I got him quiet. I said, just go right there in front of that building. You got at least about 15 minutes. Woo! I was like, whoa, 15 minutes. See, that's our problem. One problem that people have in America is being impatient. Being impatient. We're so impatient. We're so impatient. I don't care how much rushing you do. It's not gonna change things. It's not gonna make that principal come there early. It's not gonna let the situation calm down even better. It's you got to be patient and complicate. Being impatient can be complicated. Okay, so I heard him the second time arguing, and I felt that since somebody else was there, they can take over from me. I did something to cool the man down at first till y'all get there. And I ain't say nothing else. Because he did listen at first. Then it got heated back up. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I pulled back. It's time for y'all to take it from there, not me. Then it got, then that when the principal came. So, all of this, all of this is dealing with people that who are complicated. There are people in our lives that around us are just complicated people. They are kind of people just want a problem. They're problematic people. That's what they are. They are problematic people. That's what they are. And you know what? If you want to deal with them kind of people, know the best thing for you to do, ignore them. You got to ignore complicated and problematic people. You have to, that's what you have to do. They don't have nothing else to do. They don't have anything else to do. They want attention from you. They want attention. It's complicated people. People don't read. They don't pay attention to signs. They don't read. They don't read. They'll know what's going on. They don't. They always, and it's grown people. It's grown people. They don't want to read. They can't read. They don't want to read. They want somebody to tell them everything. Y'all don't got too old for that. You got to learn. You got to read. Complicated people don't have no kind of business at all. They don't have no kind of business. They don't have nothing but to be complicated. Just complicated people. They don't have nothing else to do. That's what we're talking about here. Complicated people. People just complicated. It's complicated people out here in this world. If they can just wait and be patient, they so controlling. They are so controlling. They like to tell people what to do. They don't know who you are, what you doing, and doesn't realize who they talking to. And you're right. You know what? And it's okay. I'm good. Hey, friend. Hey. That's my buddy over there. Okay. My buddy over there. I got so many. I got so many people out here. I got so many good people out here. I'm good, baby. I'm surrounded against around some people on my job. I'm good, okay? I'm good right here where I'm at in this car. Hey, baby. I'm good right here. I'm good right here on the side of me. I'm good across the street. I'm good across the street right there. There's a good, safe person right here. Due to the fact of my job. Trust me. Thank you for being concerned. See, I can take this. I could have been complicated and took what the person said out of control. And it's good that somebody's saying something positive and concerned about you. But it's good that you could also tell them, you'll be all right. You okay. It's your job, the people, what you are, your title, you know your division, what's around you, and it's one of them kind of party like that. Okay? But complicated. I could have been complicated in replying myself to what the circumstances was trying to say. So we're talking about people who are complicated. And hey, baby, how you doing? You could take. Some people don't know how to share their emotion, and before I apply myself to a person, I always read over a keyword. I try not to look at everything that they are saying is negative. I try to look at it, and I try not to be complicated. So I'll try to read and understand. They are saying keywords. They are saying something safety. They said something nice. And when they say, anytime somebody use SAFE around me, and that's the word that I use all the time on my job, is staying safe. I knew that around my surrounding where I work at is SAFE, but instead of being complicated, that's what we talk about, how people are so complicated when they don't necessarily have to be complicated about a situation. And they could be like me in a calm tone of voice. See, I know I can't go inside because my job is outside. My job is outdoors, outside. So that means that on the job that I have, you have to be protected on the outdoors, and to have protection, which you have, and which you have around you over there, which you have over there, which you have right here, which you have over there. So you protect it. And so another person might not understand you, but also what the listener has to do is to understand what the person is saying, who are not trying to be complicated at the time. So I'm not going to give you one thing about me. I'm not going to give you what you want to hear. I'm going to give you a sense of human to make you understand what I'm saying. Okay? It's a lot of people can be eager to tell you what to do, how to do it, the way you should do it. And instead of that, take what the person said and don't make them feel wrong. Make them understand what you're saying is correct. But see how the tone of voice? You got to, the one thing about a message, delivering a message is, the one thing about a message is deliverance. Okay? Deliverance is very important when you are listening. You have to, say like a Fannie Willis and Ashley. I forgot Ashley's name, but if you listen to the Georgia senator yesterday, what we were listening to yesterday, they really want to know what that lady, why is Ashley so upset with somebody else's relationship where the money that been used already been paid for. And that man, the taxpayer money is what how all of y'all getting paid. See, she not listening to the Georgia Senate, what he's saying. It's nothing wrong with, nothing going on in Georgia has anything to do with Trump. But this is supposed to be about the money spending in the campaign. But it been paid for. You see what I mean? So the complication behind what's going on with the Trump deal don't have nothing to do with what Fannie and this man did, Wade did. It's just what it is, y'all. Wade is not experienced. Okay, let me put it like that. Wade is a man with less experience as a prosecutor. That's the only thing I can hear out of this situation with Fannie Willis, is that all the hearing that I said and listened to, I only think yesterday, when it came down to yesterday, when Ashley was talking to the state senator, is he just inexperienced. And she wanted the Fannie wanted to work with, what's his name? Wade. But Wade don't have the experience to move in a position to deal with Trump's situation. Okay? I know Fannie want Willis. I know Fannie Willis wanted Wade to work with, but she can't use him. So that's what you call a complicated situation, where she should have left Wade out of it and just had to take who she didn't want to work with and work with them. You get what's going on right here? See, that's you won't understand if you haven't been following what's going on in this hearing with Fannie Willis and Wade. Okay? It ain't really, it's nothing wrong with what they did. The money paid for everything they did is paid up, paid full. So, So I am here this morning and every morning at 5 a.m. to bring um I tried to get people to adapt and to be patient in life. Be nice. Be kind to people. It don't have to be mean all the time. See, a lot of y'all mean because of the physical and the mental and the social situation that you're in. You tied up into how you are, and things not ran the way you want it to be. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. If things ain't ran the way you want it, the way you want it ran, then you're upset. You mad because you don't have that power over that person. You don't have the power over a person when you can't get your power over a person. It upsets you. Yeah. Not gonna nobody can right now. I'm settled, and it's nothing nobody can say now in my space, in my world, and where I am today cannot get to me like it did a couple years back. Ain't nothing you can do, ain't nothing you can say, and no kind of power that you can use to make my life complicated just because I'm not doing it the way you want it to do. I'm in a different space. I'm in a different space in my life. That's how you're supposed to be. When you age, you're supposed to change. Getting upset, it does nothing but messing with the mobility, your senses, your humanity, and your health. You doing all that up thinking upset. And your blood pressure and your fluid, your blood is floating. Don't know which way to go until you explode. Y'all don't y'all you what do you wish you have known 10 years ago? Um, you wish you know 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I wish I had known that that's what I'm trying to think that I did different. Uh One thing I wish I had a did different was to put my spent my money a little wisely and been a little bit more organized to paying my bills. I wish I had a been a little bit more organized with making payment on things that I needed been focused on. I wish I could. That's the only thing I can see the different that I think I should have been working on. Like relation. Another thing is like the relationship. Getting into a relationship so quickly. I wish I had never rushed into get in a relationship and were blind, and blind to the point that, I see that's the only thing I can see that I wish I hadn't went so fast in getting in a relationship, you know, uh, and to get in categorizing my taxes, income taxes. It's I don't see nothing. That's the only thing I see that I the different my relationship. That's the one thing that I should have just been focused on me. I feel that I should have been focused on me a little more. Uh, I really think that I should have been, which I had a did different was the relationship. Uh, everything else went like I wanted it. It's a relationship and my money spending wisely. I really and yeah, and I was a little selfish. I was a little selfish, and I'm kind of glad that you asked that question. I'm glad that you asked that question. That was very interesting. You know the question that you asked me, and that's why I looked at it. I looked at it as an important question. You know, it, you know, and, and that's one thing I wish I can change. Didn't change. I wish I was I wish I had like you said, selfishness instead of I should have understand more of what my mom and dad was saying at that time, and I was so quick to react on things, my selfish ways. I was so quick to react on it and see the picture, you know, the way I saw it. And I done it different. I would have done it different. I would have done it different. Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question. And because I always been a person that want to help people. And another thing, I'm glad, I wish I had a focus on me. You know, I was always focusing on trying to help somebody else. Help other family members and help other people until I wasn't helping me. I ain't had nobody to me. So I would most focus on helping other people and not myself. Yeah. Now I'm in a good place in my life. It's just like I started all the kids grown. I'm about to be a dad and I wanna do it. And you are very and you remind me of my youngest son. You remind me of my youngest son. He about to be a father to his second baby. He had a little boy, him and his wife. And they had a little boy first. And they planned that baby. Now she about to have her little girl. And he said, Mom, I'm finished. And he's a good father. And he older people, older men, he learned from them and his granddaddy and his older men. And I like how and you talk just like him. And when he asked me questions like you asked me. And I don't never get upset with the questions that he asked me. I just answer the question that a young person asked me. And now I'm in a good place in my life. I'm in a good place in my life. That's why I don't argue. I don't get upset anymore. You'll be a good father. You'll be a good father. That's all I got to say. And the good that you're looking at your future, it's no problem, Carlos. I you know, as a young person to ask me questions, and I wish you all the luck. Wish you all the luck. And I like that. I like that answer. I like to hear young people should be able to ask the older person. But my future, I love my future. I did everything I said I was going to do. I did everything I said I was going to do. Did everything I said I was going to do. Did it. Now I'm ready to be the grandparent. Now I'm ready to retire. Now I'm already retired one time. Now I'm ready to retire off this job. I'm about to retire. Hey, boo! I'm about to retire from this job. And to be a grandmother. Be the grandmother that Yeah, I'm at work now. I'm about to, like you said, I'm at work now. I'm about to go across the street and get on my corner. Yeah, I want to be with my grandkids. I want to be my grandkids. I want to spend it on my grandkids. You know? I want to be grandmama. I want to take care of the grandbaby while the dad and mama work. Thank you. Love my grandkids, honey. I send them money. I send them money when I can. Send them money. Yeah, I send them money when I can. Oh, let me put my mask on my face. Oh, thank you. I'm a good mother. I was a good mother. To that one thing I appreciate. I wouldn't mind answering any question a young person asks me because I want them to feel that they can talk, to older people. But I'm about to retire to get my Social Security on March the 18th on my birthday. Yeah, I want to change divers. Play with the little toes. I want to play with the baby. I'm so excited. Even though I got my daughter got 2 boys and one little girl, and got one in high school, one in elementary, one in pre-K, and my son is on this is his second one. Yeah, I want to be the grandmama. I want to be granny. I want to be granny. But I appreciate you go ahead on and have a blessed day, and I appreciate anytime you want to step in and talk to me and keep me company in the morning. I appreciate it. I can't wait to put the baby in the stroller and stroll the grandbaby like a grandmama's supposed to do. I'm ready to look for my second life. Yep. So I am excited. I'm glad you asked me that. And I can't wait to play with my grandbaby. My son about to have a little girl. He got a cute little boy. Whew. All right then. Y'all be nice out there to the young people. When young people ask you questions, answer them, politely. I love y'all. I'm out of here, okay? I'm out of here, y'all.